Hey guys, I'm back at it again with another week of Horror Friday with the Nerdery. Full Moon Patty here with 3 reviews for you this week. They're all streaming on either Netflix or Hulu. First off, I have The Devil's Candy. Came out a couple years ago. This is one of those films I'm kind of surprised I hadn't heard anything about. This stars Ethan Embry, which you'll know from like Can't Hardly Wait and all those teen movies back from the 90s and stuff. But he's playing a dad this time of a teenager. I always think that's really funny when it's the people you grew up as teenagers with and now they're parents. So in this one, his wife and himself and his daughter all move into this house. And they're all excited. It's a new adventure, whatever. He's an artist, and he has a giant workspace in a studio in the garage now, and it's really exciting for them. But straight off, you kind of get this weird feel about the house. They find, like, silhouettes of where crosses were on the walls, and you kind of already know something's going on with this weird house. He starts getting inspired, I guess you'd call it, by the house and starts painting these weird things and like macabre type of gory things. And it's good for him because the studios and stuff are liking it better, but it's not what he's being paid to do because he was working on commissions just to make money and just to make it as an artist, which is really difficult. So he starts painting all these weird things, and this guy pops up who used to live in the house, and he's really creepy. And once you see him, you'll recognize him. He always plays this just creeper dude. Then children are starting to get murdered, and it's just a mess. So they show you, basically, that the guy that lived in the house was the one hurting these children and stuff, and why he's doing it, and like this weird underlying Satan, devil, possession type of feel to the movie, which is really good. The special effects and the details of the lighting and the angles of the shots and the way things are cropped on. I really enjoy the feel of this movie overall. I'm really disappointed I didn't know about it when it first came out. And it's basically the saga of trying to save the family. You know, will the dad save them? Will the daughter survive? Like the whole deal. I absolutely loved it. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 full moons. Definitely a must see. That one's on Netflix right now if you want to go check it out. Second off, I have Tagged, which is a series. I watched the whole first season of this. And in this one, 3 girls from different walks of life are brought together by this horrible situation, which is how a lot of these things start out. Basically, each of them are very different. You have the preppy, popular girl. You have the self-harming, dark, depressed girl. Then you have someone that's a little bit in between. And they're brought together because on social media, they're being tagged in these videos of horrible things happening. One of them was someone was getting shot, and they're being brought together and told, find out who I am, find out who I am. So they go through this whole thing trying to figure out who is doing this to them. They're being stalked. Their videos of them doing things are being posted. They're basically being manipulated because each of them has their own dark secret. So they're forced to go along with this whole situation. Otherwise, everybody will find out their dark secrets. And in high school, that can seem like absolutely the end of the world. There's kidnapping and the stalking, like I said. The bad guy is called the Monkey Man, which is kind of funny. It's a little bit creepy, but it's very much to hide his identity. He wears a monkey mask. And even though he has such a comical name, it is very dark with all the things he's doing to them and around them and stalking and stuff like that. So it was kind of interesting. I give this a 3 out of 5 full moons. Definitely not super scary or anything, but it's amusing. So give it a watch. Form your own opinion on that one. Last off, I'm a little late on this. I didn't know this movie came out. I'm a little ashamed of that because how much I love the first one. This one is Sin City 2, A Dame to Kill For. I love the first one. I love that it took the style of the graphic novel and stuff straight off the page with the black and the white and the tiny bit of color here and there, which just accenting things. I absolutely loved it. So this film, it definitely goes on with that same style. The stories are a little bit different. You do have repeat characters. Marv is back. Dwight is back. Forgive me, the guy with the gold eyeball, he shows up. You get a little bit more background story on them. If you do not try to cram this one into the old one chronologically, like figure out where the pieces go together, it was a very good movie. To me, trying to figure out where they all place was a little bit confusing. I really, really loved how they did bring back some of the other ones and gave you a little bit more of that background and why maybe they are the way they are and why things happen the way they do. I absolutely loved Marv. Oh my God. It's adorable. You just want to squish him. It's so funny. This one also has Ava Green in it, and I absolutely love her. She was in The Dreamers. She was in one of the James Bond movies recently. She's an amazing actress, and this is definitely not a kid's movie, just like the first one wasn't. It's gory. Ava Green is nude through most of her scenes in it, so something to expect. Whether that's a good thing for you or a bad thing for you, either way, it's just something to expect. Like I said, the timeline was kind of odd. Like, in the end of the other one, some people died. Well, this one, they're not, or they are. And so it gets a little bit confusing, but I didn't let that affect my opinion of the movie because it was shot beautifully. They're like 3 mini stories crammed into one, and they were beautiful. I loved the flow of it entirely. The overall feel for this movie, I gave it a 4 out of 5 full moons. I still liked it, as long as I said, if you don't try to cram them together and figure out where everything fits. Definitely something to watch when you have nothing else to watch, and check out for yourself, because I've heard a lot of bad reviews on it, but don't let that affect you. Just most movies, watch them anyways. Make your own opinions. As always, we are brought to you by Captain Jack's Elixirs at CaptainJacksElixirs.com, and also All-Star Comics in Baytown, Texas, 281-839-7127. If you like this video, you like our other videos, please like them below. Please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on anything. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also, we have a website, which is www.thenerdery.net for reviews and other things like that. Thanks, guys, for coming back.